any other feelings towards that version of yourself that's trying so hard to please other people?
There's a little bit of anger, like that. Why are you this way?
Oh, some sadness and some anger.
Yeah, it just seems so stupid.
You're in your present state of time, you're looking towards this younger version that's trying so hard to please people, and you have empathy and sadness for that person, but at the same time you have anger. Why are you doing that? It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like the voice.
Yeah, I was just going to say it. It's the voice you, present day Amanda, you experience that voice as external, like this thing that's just happening to you.
Yeah.
But now it seems like you're discovering that voice is part of you. That's how you view yourself, in part. You have another part of you that's kinder towards yourself and feels sadness.
Yeah, it just feels like that mean part is so much bigger.
Yeah.
And so strong.
Yeah.
What really stood out for me was how you encouraged her to explore the critical voices rather than try to eradicate them.
Yeah, I think it's common with clients and even with ourselves. We all have parts of ourselves that we don't like or we'd like to change.
Yeah.
And if we could just snap our fingers and get rid of those parts, maybe that would be a good thing, maybe not, but it just doesn't seem to work that way.
No, it really doesn't. And remember Jim's phrase about inclusion instead of amputation?
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How it's important to include everything that is there rather than try to cut it out. Because, as I have said, the cut it out school of therapy doesn't really work very well.
Right. My assumption, again, is that these voices, that they were protecting her in some way, or at least crowding out other parts of her experience, which then did start to emerge.
Yes. And the other part that I noticed was when you stopped her, when she tried to explain or try to understand what the function of it was. And then you broke up that intellectualizing loop that she was in. And when you did that, sadness emerged.
Right.
That she really got in touch with.
And I think that just validates a central component of the way we work, going all the way back to the earlier volumes of this course. If you stay with a client, stay present, there's always more that can emerge. And so another way of thinking about that specifically in relationship to protective patterns is, I hadn't quite thought of it that way until right as we're saying this, but they kind of crowd out other potentiality, other aspects of our being. And oftentimes they just become so predominant that there's no room for other parts of ourselves to emerge.
That's absolutely true. In fact, that's what they're in the service of, to not have those other parts emerge.
Okay, well, let's continue.